Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you're welcome to Sew with Mediva. And if you're a returning subscriber or a returning viewer, thank you for sticking to my channel. So in today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to cut and sew this trending balloon skirt, or you can also call it a bubble skirt, using a very simple method. So this is what the back looks like. And I made this skirt using 2 yards of African print fabric. If something you're interested in, make sure to keep watching and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. So I made use of 2 yards of this beautiful African print fabric. You can also use your crepe fabric or any other fabric that you have. I have my lining, my scissors, my tape rule and my chalk. So I've gone ahead to cut out the fabric I'll be using for my skirt. So before we talk about the wideness of the fabric, let's talk about the length first. So my skirt is going to have a band of 2 inches on the waistline. So I'm going to place my tape rule 1.5 inches above the starting line because of the joining allowance and mark the full length. So I want the full length of my skirt to be 21 inches. And then I added 5 extra inches to it as a turning allowance to turn over the lining. So you can add 3 inches or 4 inches for the turning over. You just don't want your lining to show under your skirt. So for the wideness of the fabric that I have here, I multiplied my round waist measurements by 2.5. So if you want your skirt fuller than mine, you can do times 3, or you can do times 2 if you want it less fuller. So for mine, the waist measurement is 33 inches, multiplied by 2.5 is about 82.5 inches. And I added extra 2 inches to make a total of 84.5 inches. But what I have here is about 87 inches, which doesn't really matter. And I have my lining cut out already. So the wideness of the lining is the same thing as the fabric. So the lining is as wide as my fabric, which is 87 inches. Let me go ahead to show you guys. You can see that it is as wide as the main fabric, but for the length of the lining, it is shorter than my fabric because I'm going to turn that 5 inches over all the way to meet the lining this way. So I'm going to just measure what I want my skirt length to be now. I want my skirt length to be 21 inches, meaning that my fabric should stop at that 21 inches. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to fold the fabric up this way all the way to that 21 inches, and then I'll cut out the excess I have on the lining. So make sure to mark the correct length of your skirt and then trim out any excess you have on the lining. So after trimming out, this is what it will look like. I'll have my exact length, so I'll go ahead to cut it out and show you guys. So after I cut out the lining, this is what we have. So I'll go ahead now to just confirm if I have the exact length I want for my skirt. So still placing my tape rule 1.5 inches above the starting line, I'm going to measure the full length of my skirt, which is 21 inches, as you can see. So after doing all of that, the next thing is to turn over the base of the skirt. So I'm going to place my lining on the fabric, right sides facing each other this way. I'll move it down this way, and then I'll use my pins to just join the two pieces together. I'll join the fabric and the lining together using my pin this way. So note that there are other methods of cutting your bubble skirt. I just feel this method is the easiest one and very beginners friendly as well. So after that, I'm going to then take this to my sewing machine now. So I want to make pleats. So I'm going to pleat this lower part. You're going to pleat the lining and the Ankara fabric together this way. So I'm going to pleat the lower part to my hip circumference plus 3 extra inches. So take it to the sewing machine now and just pleat the fabrics together. So while you are pleating, make sure to confirm the length that you are going for. So my hip measurement is 44 inches and I want to add extra 2 inches because of my zipper allowance to make 46 inches. So I'm going to pleat the lower part this way until I achieve the 46 inches I want. So whatever hip measurement you are working with is what you're going to use as the wideness of this lower part. So this is me on the sewing machine, just trying to show you guys how to make the pleats. Just go ahead to form pleats this way. So while you are pleating, you need to take the measurements to see how much of the fabric you've pleated. So when I get to the midpoint of the fabric, I'm going to take my tape rule and just measure if I have half of the length I'm going for. So just keep creating your pleats this way. So I'll go ahead now to measure what I have. So I just got to the midpoint, which is about 23.5 inches, and that is the midpoint of my fabric as well. So I'll place the remaining half to make up 46 inches. So after I was done pleating, this is what it looks like. So let's go ahead to measure it together. So let's go ahead to measure what we have on the lower part of the skirt. So I have my hip measurement plus 2 inches to make a total of 46 inches. So after that, I will now flip my lining to the wrong side of the fabric. So turn the lining over now to the wrong side. You should have something that looks like this at the base. So after doing that, I'm going to use my pins again to just secure the lining to the waistline of my skirt now. So we're done with the lower part, we're moving to the waistline of the skirt. So use your pins to join them together first like this. So after holding the two fabrics down with the pin, the next thing we want to do is to gather the waistline. So you can see what the base looks like. So right now, take it to my sewing machine and gather the two fabrics together just like we did for the lower part. Just that this upper part now is going to be the pleats are going to be packed together, because we want to gather this upper part to fit into our waistline plus extra 2 inches for zipper allowance. So my round waist measurement is 33 inches plus 2 extra inches for my zipper, making 35 inches. So I'm going to pleat this upper part to get 35 inches wide. I hope you guys understand. So the pleats are going to be more packed than the lower part. So pleat it according to whatever waist measurement you are working with plus your 2 extra inches for zipper. So when I'm done doing that, I'll show you guys what it looks like. So after I gathered the upper part, this is what it looks like. You can see how beautiful this looks already. You can even see the balloon effect on the fabric already. So the next thing we're going to do now is to confirm what we have on the waistline. So for mine, it has to be 35 inches. So I started my pleat after the 1 inch zipper allowance. So let's go ahead to measure what we have. So for mine, I have 35 inches, which is my waist circumference plus 2 extra inches for my zipper. So if you don't get the exact measurement you want, you can either reduce the gathers or gather the fabric more. I hope you guys understand. So this is what the wrong side looks like. The next thing we want to work on is the band, the waistband. So I cut out the fabric for the waistband and I ironed it out. So it's in a fold of 2, and when you open it up, you have 5 inches. I folded in half an inch on both sides and ironed it out, and then I folded it into 2, so I have my 2 inches width of band. So don't forget to iron your hair stay or your paper stay to the band for stability. So right now I'm going to show you guys how to insert the band on the skirt. So we'll be starting from the wrong side, and I'm going to place the right side of my band. I'll open it up this way and open up the half an inch I folded in. So I'll go ahead to stitch the band down on the wrong side this way. Open up the folded seam and stitch the band on the wrong side. So after stitching, I'll turn it over to the right side and close it up this way, and then I'll stitch it down on the right side all the way down. So when I'm done with that, I'll show you guys. So after inserting the band, this is what it looks like. You can see how neat it looks both on the right and on the wrong side. So I also stitched down the lining to the fabric on the sides. After that, I'll fold my skirt now into 2 this way and close up the back. So we're going to be having a zipper at the back. So fold it into 2 equal parts this way, making sure everything is aligned. And then after that, I'll take my tape rule and come down by 10 inches. From the waistline, I'll come down by 10 inches because I want my zipper to stop at that point. I'll mark 10 inches and then come in by 1 inch. So from that 10 inches mark, I'm going to stitch this lower part closed this way. I'll stitch it down this way. So when I'm done with that, I will show you guys how to insert the zipper. So after closing up the back of the skirt, this is what it looks like. This is the zipper opening, and this is the front of the skirt. The next thing we're going to do is to insert the zipper. I'll flip my skirt to the wrong side this way. So this is the zipper I'm working with. I'm going to place the right side facing the right side of my fabric this way, and then I'll go ahead to pin it down. So you can decide to just mark your 1 inch zipper allowance so you can pin directly on the line. I'm going to pin it down this way. I'll turn it over to the other side like this. I'll fold in the upper part and then proceed to pin the zipper. So after I'm done pinning, I'm going to stitch it all the way down on that side. I want to just bring out the zipper. I want to zip it up. So I've zipped up now, and then I'll take it to my sewing machine and stitch it down this way. So the zipper is going to appear this way on the wrong side. So when I'm done stitching, I'll show you guys. So after inserting the zipper, this is what it looks like. You can see how beautiful and neat it looks. And this is what the front of the skirt looks like. So this is basically all on how to make your bubble skirt. I hope you found it useful and I hope you learned something new. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel.